Okay, so I got this little sleigh from Goodwill, and as you can see, it's a little beat up. It's broken in the front, but what I did was I just took a little bit of Murphy's oil and I just started cleaning it and just rubbing the wood down with the oil and just getting all of the dirt and the grime off of it. And once I got that done, I had ordered these stencils from Amazon, and my last name starts with M. So I have an M on there. Now, I was thinking about painting it red, but I really like the way that the wood looked when I got it all cleaned up. The wood actually has a really nice color and patina, so I left it with the wood. But I'm just taking a little bit of craft paint right now with an old sponge, and I'm just going to stencil the M onto it for my last name because I was going to put this on my front porch. And so I just have a little sponge right there. It's just a kitchen sponge that I had cut in half. And I'm just really slowly dabbing it onto the stencil. In my experience, this stops the paint from running underneath the stencil. So I just started it there for you, and now we're about to finish up. But I just slowly and gently just dab the paint on and try not to drop the stencil when you're picking it up. And as you can see there, it turned out really nice and the paint did not run under the stencil or smear. I had a little boo-boo right there, but I took care of it with my finger really easily. And then I'm just gonna get a little bit more of the paint. Now I did let that dry, but it's not in the video. I did let that stencil dry for a few minutes. And then now I'm just taking another stencil with just a little star, just for a little something. And then I'm just going to put a couple little stars around the M there. And it just turns out really sweet and just a simple way to clean up an old dirty sled for a nice Christmas decoration on the front porch. Now, you see there where the top of the sled down in the right corner of the screen where it's broken. I'm going to camouflage that. I thought about maybe sawing the other one off and just making them flush, but I didn't want to do that. I really like the shape of this little sled, and so I'm just going to take some ribbon and I'm just going to make a nice pretty bow and camouflage it. And you'll see how I do that here in just a moment. So I'm just making a simple loopy bow, and I'm just making sure that both sides of the bow are as even as possible in size, and just taking some twine and tying it off there. This was going to be a little bit on the primitive kind of farmhouse prim side, and I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll paint the sleigh white this year. I'm not sure, but I might do something different with it. But it's really cute. It's about 15 inches in length on the inside, and it's about maybe 18 inches tall. I didn't measure it, but it's a really cute little sleigh, and I just thought that when I saw it, it was so dingy and so beat up and dirty, but it turned out to just be a little diamond in the rough, and so I just wanted to dress him up a little bit and make him cute for Christmas. So just fluffing out my little bow here, and I'm just going to add on some tails and just showing you guys different ways to make bows because, I know that sometimes all the twisting and the holding and the pinching, sometimes it gets a little old for some people, and I'm used to it, but I just want to show you different ways that you can make a bow. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So I'm just trying to get it even here. And I'm just going to tie it off again with some of that twine. I always keep twine on hand. I use it for so many things. And I was making this video and I completely forgot that I had my sunglasses still on top of my head. So that's usually what I do because I'm inside outside all the time in my day-to-day life with the dogs and with the house and stuff. And so I usually am running around with a pair of sunglasses on top of my head and I forget that they're there half the time. So I'm just going to take that little bow as you see and I'm just camouflaging it. And I'm going to take a nail and I'm going to hammer the bow into the wood there because I didn't want to use glue because I was afraid it would come off. And if you can see in the picture there, it looked like someone had tried to fix it at one point. And so there was some really hard glue already on it. So I said, well, I don't think the hot glue is really going to attach very well. So I just decided to get a nail and just nail the bow into the wood like you see there. And now that is a secure bow. When it's nailed on, it's not going anywhere. So I just think it looks cute and it just camouflages it. It doesn't, it doesn't look like it had a boo-boo. It looks deliberate almost, So I'm just going to take some more ribbon. I really like that ribbon, that Merry Christmas ribbon. They have that this year at, no, at Hobby Lobby. They have that Merry Christmas ribbon at Hobby Lobby and it is so perfect for a farmhouse or for prim or for really just any kind of decor you're doing. It's just such a pretty, versatile ribbon. Very simple, but just perfect. So just making a little bow to go with that other bow. I like to add different ribbons together. And I just thought that the wording on this ribbon was cute and I just like the style of it. So just trying to make my loops even because y'all know that I like my bows to be just so. I like them to be perfect or as perfect as possible. So I just took some holly from my backyard. I have 2 large holly trees in my backyard. And so I just hot glued that little Merry Christmas bow to the bow that we had hammered in. And then I just put a little sprig of the holly underneath it. And it's just kind of being held in there by the ribbons. And I'm just going in and just angling my ribbon now. But that's how I decided to just camouflage the boo-boo on this little sleigh. I just put a little stencil on it. I cleaned it up really good with some Murphy's oil and then I just put a stencil on it and then I just put the little bows on there and that's how I decorated it, guys. Now, those are just Amazon boxes that I wrapped in Christmas paper and I chose the red buffalo check. And again, they're just empty Amazon boxes. And I just wrapped them and I just put a Dollar Tree Christmas tree in the back there. I just secured him just by standing him up on the one box and pushing the other one up against him. And I just put some little twinkle lights and that's just how I did him and put him on my front porch. And I thought it was really, really cute. So I really hope you guys liked that video. It was a short one. I try to do some short ones and some long ones. So thanks for tuning in and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.